Growing up, I absolutely hated going shopping for jeans. If you are someone who identifies as a woman, perhaps you're familiar with the sentiment. I wish I could say we're entitled to compensation. But then again, does anyone actually enjoy jean shopping? I mean, they're not always comfortable and they can fit really funny. They are what's considered hard pants. You know, like sweatpants or leggings or soft pants. Soft pants I have no issue with. I'm at home, I'm on the couch, a blanket, a book, a cat in my lap, I am set. But I can't go out in soft pants. I mean, don't get me wrong, I absolutely do. But I can't wear them to, say, the office or out on a date. The world says that this requires a different set of attire, one where I have to look put together. And honestly, I have often felt like I have to look put together. You see, growing up, I had debilitating self-image issues. I hated every ounce of the way that my body looked. She was too big in some places and not big enough in others. And so my thought process was, if I can be wearing a cute outfit, if I can look put together, surely that will be enough. People will focus on that and not what was going on underneath. Growing up, I didn't see a lot of people on TV or in the movies or in books that looked like me. And so my standard of beauty centered around white women, around whiteness, something that I am not. I didn't look like any of the Disney princesses. I didn't look like a lot of characters. And that made things like Halloween feel really tricky. Finding the right shade of makeup foundation, impossible. And finding a pair of hard pants that fit properly, unlikely. So it is no wonder that I hated the reflection that I saw in the mirror. I did not love, let alone like my body until I was about 26 years old. Funny enough, this is around the time where our prefrontal cortex finishes developing in our brain, that thing that helps us with critical thinking skills and processing. But before that, I did not like or love my body. And it didn't feel like a choice. It felt more like fact or fiction, true or false. My body didn't feel like it was alive. It felt like this thing that was supposed to carry everything. Expectations, resentment, exhaustion, and all of the negative self-talk that I could muster. My body didn't feel alive. So even after I worked through all of my self-image issues, I developed new ways to hate my body. Have you ever had a panic attack? Or maybe you've been in a situation where you're really frustrated and angry and you're trying to stay focused and serious, but then you start crying. Or maybe you have felt your body go into fight, flight, or freeze. Instead of hating the outside of my body, I learned to hate what was going on inside. My emotional makeup, my trauma, my heartbreak, my grief. My body wasn't doing the things that I wanted it to at the times that I wanted it to do it. And I just learned to copy and paste that hate in a different font. Did anyone ever tell you that your body would change as you got older? I mean, past childhood, past puberty, into adulthood. Because I knew the deal when we were kids. You eat your vegetables, you drink your milk, and you grow up big and strong. That's the deal. Cause and effect. And I learned about puberty, but no one told me what happened after that. No one told me that when you're around 30 years old, if you sleep wrong, your neck will hurt for at least a week. No one sat me down and tell me what cellulite was. No one told me that I could be a grown-up and still get acne. No one told me that this world was not designed with me in mind. And so in fact, a pair of hard pants may never properly fit because they're often mass-produced. And that labels and sizes are things that vary wildly and often don't make sense. and that most stores only carry straight sizes that stop promptly at 3XL because why would we be size inclusive? No one told me that even now I am temporarily able-bodied, and that if we all live long enough, eventually we will all be disabled. And that most of what we have today is thanks to the disability community, a group of people who have fought then and are still having to fight today for accessibility. And they are often seen as other and disregarded, which is a wild concept to me, considering that one day we will all need a ramp, a handrail, a walker, a wheelchair, a hearing aid, or a mask to protect our well-being. No one told me that, in fact, America was founded on a caste system, and so that my mere existence as a woman of color is political. No one told me that existing in predominantly white spaces was work, and that rest takes work and rest is resistance. No one told me that the older I got, the softer my body would become, and that that was okay, but that that also meant that one year the clothes in my closet would fit reasonably well, and then by the next they would fit horribly because of weight or stress or existing. No one told me that my body has a memory better than my own, and that I can be completely fine and then hear a voice, a name, a word, be in a situation and instantly not be okay. No one told me that my body is alive, that I am alive. Why is it that it isn't until the end of someone's existence that we begin searching for signs of life? Why aren't we always searching for signs of life? And while life shouldn't have sore necks or panic attacks or hard pants or heartbreak, it does. But it also has crying from laughing, and first kisses, and celebrations, and new books, and cats on laps, and cute pictures of cows, and warm mugs of tea, and places like this. I don't know if I'll ever have a pair of hard pants that fit me perfectly. And I can't promise you that I'm ever going to love shopping for jeans. But I've got my soft body and my soft pants and so many signs of life because I am alive. And because of that, I will continue to change. At least, I hope I do.